Hello crafters, welcome to Create at Home with G, and today's video. Today is another video in my stash cards series. Now I've done some stash cards where they're very simple, literally with just a few stamps. This one's slightly more involved. Now you could use some dies or you could use your punches. Now the idea of this is you cut an insert. So basically you have your card, you have your designer paper insert, then you have a plain color insert. Now the plain color, the paper, the dies or punches you use are entirely up to you. I'm going to use my gorgeous stag die on one, and I'm simply just going to pop, oh, which way does it come out? So be that way. I'm going to pop my cardstock into and pop, so that would be that one. Now I'm going to use a star die on this one, so I'm just going to cut away and do that. There we go, and keep all these cutouts. I mean, we're not going to be using them today, but you can use them on cards in the future. And as you can see, you can leave them as plain as you like. You could add some washi. I've added some Easter spring washi here. You could add some glitter washi. You can emboss them like I have here. So basically what I'm going to do now is get my 6x4 card base. Now you don't have to do 6x4, that's just the card base that I've chosen to do today. And I'm going to choose my designer paper, and I'm going to use this pick and mix paper pad I got from mememadeit.com, and there was a lovely star paper in here, if my memory serves me. Yep, there it is. So I want some of my card base to show, and my card base is 6x4, so I'm going to cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Will then be my first inlay, and then I have that on top of there like so. So let's glue this down. Now if you are going to be using these cards for a particular purpose, so say for example you do a whole heap of stash birthday cards, then you can stamp your message on them now. Or if you don't know what you're going to be using for, then you can leave them blank, and then you can do this. I put things down, crafters, and they disappear. And what you can do is you can create a inlay and somewhere to stamp, and then put that inside the card ready for you to use when you want it. I think I'm going to stamp thank you on this because I do a lot of thank you cards, and I'm going to use the gorgeous blue, and that's the broken china, the oxide. So I'm going to stamp thank you on here. And then using some foam tape, I'm going to stick this on my card so the foam will give it a bit of dimension. So like I say, if you're in need of tons of thank you cards, then you can just create a ton of thank you cards. If you need birthday cards, you could even make these for Christmas. I've done one for Christmas that I'm going to show you. I've done a whole heap for you, so I shall go through them with you. But this is just such a quick and easy way to create cards that have dimension, have interest, that you can either stamp your sentiment on before you put the foam tape on like I did, or if you don't know what you're going to be using them for, then you leave them sentiment free, and you can add your sentiment on at a later date like I did with these ones. But here's some I've done already. So here's one using a cloud die which is available in my store. Then I use my cloud embossing folder, so you've got that one, and then I use the chin up buttercup from mememadeit.com. And then I have this one here for Christmas, again using an oval die which is available from my store, a snowflake die, embossing folder, and a season greeting stamp and some designer paper. Now if you wanted to, you could put like a button in here. If you've got one of the many buttons sold in my store, you can maybe put a button in there or some other kind of embellishment, but you really don't have to. You can let the paper do the work. There's one. Oh, that's just an empty card base. You've got one here which is using a blue and white plaid. That was from a paper pad that I got from mamamade.com, and it was called the Perfect Winter, and that's a 6x6 paper pad. I embossed the paper, and then I used a smaller star and the sentiment from another stamp set from May. It's the star one. I think it's called All Is Bright. And then I stamped that on the inside. So there's one for Christmas. And then as you can see here, you don't have to do them in small sizes. You can do them in any size. This is a 5x7 card. I used some butterfly paper from Poundland and a butterfly die that I had, a bit of decorative washi tape, a few little bits of bling, and you can literally do these for any season tour. You can leave them blank on the inside and put your sentiment. You could do the sentiment beforehand, or if you don't know what you're going to use them for, then I would leave them blank. Then you could use them for all types of things: birthdays, thinking of you, thank you, all that type of thing. I will use all of these that I've got cut out, so I'm going to make some more cards off camera, and I shall have a photo with them all at the end. Thank you very much for joining me today, crafters, and you'll see me again very soon. Take care now. Bye bye.